Stevie B, back to the Matrix. Letting y'all know, Celtics game, total trash yesterday. Not surprised the Lakers lost to the Suns. Let's put it straight. Celtics had several players in double figures. They were up, in the first quarter. Tatum dropped a 40-piece. 16 Langford, 16 Smart. 16 Smart, 16 Fournier, Langford at 9. It was scoring across the board. No Kemba. And even with Kemba, we have to beat them tight. So that was sad to see, but that's just the way that went. Lakers, I'm not surprised they lost. Not surprised at all. I mean, when you cater to the fact that they weren't going to win without AD, and they weren't going to win with a subpar AD. Let's figure that flat first foremost. Let's hope that AD is only a slight strain, and that a couple of days later he'll be fine. But the question was after game one is how AD played. All right, and we'll say that aside. AD played trash in game one. Say something aside about potential in game 4 now. So it's hard to say what that series is gonna be. It's really dependent upon the Lakers' health. And I'm not saying they can't win with a 75% AD, but we saw what that looked like in game one. Clippers had no choice. They had no choice but to win that game, and I don't see them if they decide to stop acting like Pat Beverly is going to be is somebody that needs to be in there all the time. Pat Beverly should be off the bench all day, every day. All right, a defensive guy for your defense, as well as a guy who that like cockiness you think you got works on backups. Fine, whatever. But their whole thing is Paul George. Everyone seems to think that team goes the way Paul George goes. I seem to think it goes the way Kawhi pointing out the point goes. Kawhi with the ball in his hands at the top of the key. Rondo with the hands at the top of the key. Paul George getting the ball and making a move and not holding the ball. Paul George getting rebounds. Okay, that's the way that team goes. Tonight's games, Philly Wizards. I expect Philly to take that. I expect that series to, I just expect Philly to take that. Okay, this series is not going to go 6 and 7 games. Not at all. Not at all. Bucks smacked Miami, and Miami, every one of them would have figured they'd get one game. Nope. Philly's taking that, and we'll go from there. Okay. Any other things going on tonight is just subject to approval. Let's check and see real quick who's rocking with the West Coast tonight. Y'all got to give me a second. Pull this up real quick. I feel like they said Utah. Yeah, Jazz, Memphis. Okay. Well, let's just say ever since Donovan McNabb came back, Donovan Mitchell, wow. He's basically been the difference in the series so far. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay, so until he proves me otherwise, I put the win on them tonight. That's my guess. Stevie B, out.